All right, good evening, morning, afternoon, whenever it is for you that you're watching this. My presentation today is on what is the role of school in society. Um, I The three questions that I chose on this topic are: what can I do to motivate my students to learn? In what ways can I help all of my students to feel involved and not segregated in any way? And is there anything I can do, or is there anything within my power to help raise students that will positively benefit society? For the first one, you'll see on my slide that I found 5 effective methods from a website called teach.com. I honestly have not looked much into this website at all this semester, but I'm loving the things that I'm finding on there. Um, these five effective methods that it talks about are: get them involved, encourage students, offer incentives, draw connections to real life, and get creative. I'm sure you can already imagine things that would fit into each of these categories. With getting them involved, you ask questions that you need to. You make sure that they are actively paying attention and maybe even giving them responsibilities around the classroom that will help them to stay focused and motivate them to learn. Um, when you encourage students, you give them positive reinforcement, you respect them, you encourage open communication. With offering incentives, you help students to see the expectations that are supposed to be given to them, and you reward them for those things that they do. Whether it be small things or large things, you reward them altogether. For drawing connections to real life, I have a question in my CMAP here that says, can you show how what you are teaching is used in real life? And that's a good way to remember drawing those connections. If you can remember how what you're teaching is going to be used in real life, then that helps you portray to them what that application is. Um, and then for the last one, get creative. Make sure that your classroom is never boring. Make it so that you change stuff around every now and then. Change the structure of how you teach, even if that's what you need, to make sure that your students continue to be motivated. Um, for the second slide, this one's actually pretty similar. In what ways can I help all of my students feel involved and not at all segregated? A couple of the principles from that first question actually apply to this: get them involved and encourage them. But then I also added in friendliness, making sure that these students know that I care about them and that they are important. That's a huge part to me. Being friendly to them, making sure that I love them. And then the last one: is there anything within my power to help raise students that will be a positive benefit in society? I wrote down a couple things, and honestly, I was thinking of the school's honor code when I was putting this together. If we can encourage students to be clean, that they maintain a good, positive appearance. That could be their clothes, their face, their hair, anything like that that promotes well-being. Then they will go on and continue that throughout the rest of their lives. Um, that also goes with good behavior. I threw that on the slide as well. But the most important one, I believe, is teaching activity and involvement. If you can teach a student that they need to be actively involved in local government systems or school systems, wherever they happen to be, then they could continue that through the rest of their lives and make the changes that need to happen when they come up throughout their lives. Um, so I think that teaching them activity and involvement could very well be the most important part of teaching good citizenship in the classroom. So that's my presentation for this week. I do hope that you learned something. Feel free to comment, let me know, and until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night, evening, morning, whatever it happens to be for you.